good. Don't worry. Be happy. And if you can't be happy, tequila! Tequila!
You want to do the skunk? Watch out. You like that? You want to see the birdie go? All right, Eric and Teresa here from Apartment B. We are in Hot Springs right now on the Promenade Walk.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yes, Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah.
So we checked out a lot of stuff here. We wanted to say a little bit about history first. Obviously, they're known for the hot springs and people coming to the hot springs. And they have bathhouses for that and everything else. The hot springs are hot, just to warn you.
They are.
They have some that are opened up, you know, flowing down like the hillside, and they're like what, 140 degrees or something like that.
Like 130.
So anyways, obviously they're known for the hot springs. They're also known for kind of baseball players and gangsters.
Because this is where people came way back when to like vacation. It was a spa area and it was known for its healing properties. So people just came here. What era?
For a long era, really. I don't even know date ranges, but Babe Ruth was one person that came here apparently pretty often. I think until he went to the Yankees or something like that, then he rarely came. But Al Capone was huge in this area. A lot of gangsters were huge in this area up until they kind of did the whole Vegas thing. If you don't know, Vegas was basically kind of started and built by gangsters for the most part. So there is a lot of history here. It's kind of neat, something to see. But stuff that we did, we kind of came during SpaCon.
On accident.
Yeah, we had no clue what it was. We didn't even know. The only reason we knew was because Batman went down the side of the Arlington.
Too many times.
That's the Joker, Blythe, way up in the tower. SpaCon is their Comic-Con, but they call it SpaCon obviously because of the hot springs and the spas. So it's SpaCon. Not really our thing, but we checked it out just because there's something different. Yeah. And it was neat. It was, you know, basically 20 bucks a person to go see vendors sell comic books and toys and stuff. But it is what it was. Blythe got to see some superheroes and was all excited about that. And so that just kind of happened to be when we were here anyways. We didn't plan on that or anything, so.
We did that while we were here.
So restaurants that we recommend, there's obviously lots of restaurants here. We went to the German restaurant, was it Steinhauser and Keller?
Yeah, we'll look up the exact name.
Yeah, we'll put it right around somewhere. Yeah.
Really cool restaurant with
It's an authentic German restaurant. The one thing we definitely recommend, there's a pretzel and cheese tray that literally comes on like this huge log. Very, very good. Definitely something to get. And then we also got a schnitzel as well. And we tried that out. That was really good.
Wiener schnitzel.
It wasn't a Wiener schnitzel.
Okay, sorry.
But
their food was really good, and it's very dog friendly there, which was so cool. Because I've been using that website. What is it? I can't remember. It's a website that shows where you can bring your dogs. So that's where I've been trying to figure out where we can go to bring Creature.
Hot Springs in general is very dog friendly. There's multiple restaurants here. So that's one place that we went to. There's the brewery at one of the old bathhouses. What was the name of that? I
just drew blank. I totally just drew blank.
What do I have you for?
I don't know.
She's supposed to remember the names. So we'll add that one somewhere because we don't remember anything.
I'm sorry. I had it in my mind a minute ago. Anyway, it's one of the bathhouse, Superior Bathhouse.
There you go, Superior
Bathhouse Brewery in a national park.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool for that reason, and because it's also dog friendly.
And the beer wasn't bad. We didn't like fall in love with any of the beer.
Really good, and their root beer.
Their root beer is where it's at.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She says it's made from the water here, and
so is all the beer.
They added something else to it instead of...
Well, it's like real root beer instead of like a bunch of fake crap to kind of come up with a root beer.
It's delicious.
That's definitely a tip. Try their root beer.
And then the other one we went to was the Copper Penny.
Yeah,
it was good.
Copper Penny was good. I don't think it was anything special really, but it was good.
It was good. The service was good at every place we went to.
But the Copper Penny wasn't dog friendly.
Yeah, so we went there when we had a rover sitter.
Also for food, you can check out, there's a spot that's got really good fudge, and then there's another one, Mamu's Ice Cream Shop.
It's homemade ice cream. It's phenomenal. Yeah. They have like all different kinds of fun, different candies and stuff too.
Yeah. And the fudge shop, you can know where the fudge shop is.
What do you do?
Because they've got a big marble table.
Hey, Dad.
Another place you got to check out too that I forgot to mention, so I'm going to just put this in somewhere in the video, is the Ohio Club. It's adults only. You have to be 21 to go in. So I just went in and had a quick beer when we were walking by once, just to say that I've been in there and that kind of a deal. The food smelled great. I didn't get anything to eat, and apparently their burgers are amazing. But the Ohio Club is where all the like baseball players used to go that came to Hot Springs. Al Capone used to hang out there all the time. They had been like raided multiple times and that kind of stuff too, just from like prohibition and all that kind of stuff, and gambling and all that. And it's the oldest bar in Arkansas. Definitely a place to check out, especially if you don't have kids. If you have kids, find a babysitter somehow, or just tie them up somewhere, who knows. But definitely go check it out. Or you could do like what we did and just kind of take turns going in. But definitely worth checking out the Ohio Club. So the brewery though, you can actually bring them like actually in the restaurant to eat, and they can lay on the floor. It's awesome.
And the brewery is in one of the original bathhouses, so that's pretty cool. Which I guess we could go ahead and just tell you about the bathhouses too while we're talking about it.
Yep.
We went to two of the bathhouses. Eric went to
Quapaw, you gotta put your pinky up there. Quapaw.
And that one he went into, which was like, there's private baths you can do and a public bath.
So Quapaw has like basically updated public baths. They're like a jacuzzi tub that you would find in your house, but they're filled with like the hot spring water and all that kind of stuff. Or they've got a public bath that you can do. The public bath is like these big hot tub pools that are in a big room, kind of like a European style bathhouse, which was actually really cool because they had different pools and each pool had a different temperature. So you could soak in a hot one or go to like one that's like, I think it was 95 degrees.
Yeah.
So that was kind of neat. So it was $20. Basically you could stay all day.
They have a cafe too, so you can like just go get something to eat while you're still there if you want to make a day out of it.
The only thing somebody got was mimosas.
And Blythe got a smoothie.
Oh yeah. So it was like an $8 smoothie that she didn't like.
And a $3 mimosa was like a shot. But that it's a nice place. It's really nice. That one's up more.
So that's
updated.
actually the one I recommend. But again, it's $20 for the like main bathhouse area, or for the public one it's $30, but you only get like a few minutes. It's not very long. So the other one that we did,
Do you remember the name of that one?
was Buckstaff.
Buckstaff.
Yeah, I actually know some names.
Experience first, because
Yes.
mine was pleasant. Buckstaff has always been. It's never.
It's
been
original.
Closed. It's original.
It's
always
never been closed. It's never been
a
real
bathhouse.
updated. It's an old school real bathhouse. So if you want the real experience,
Yeah.
you want to go to Buckstaff.
Yeah. Well.
But we'll tell you our experiences because they're slightly
so
different.
I went to Buckstaff first because I was going to go to Quapaw and I forgot my swimming suit.
Of course, she forgets everything.
So he said, fine, we'll go. I'll give Buckstaff a try. And I went in. You go in early if you want it, like a guarantee.
They don't take appointments.
It's first come, first serve. So I got there early, luckily.
Quapaw is by appointment for the private ones. The public, you just walk in.
walk in.
Buckstaff, you just walk in and you just kind of
Hope to get a
spot. We went on a Sunday, no problem at all
Yeah.
getting a spot.
So I got in right away, and you take this really old elevator upstairs for the ladies area.
Guys.
And hey,
Guys.
Hey guys.
hey guys. And so I went upstairs, and they tell you they take you into a locker room, and they tell you remove all your clothes. We'll come in and we're going to wrap you up in a sheet, toga style. So you draw a curtain and you
Yes.
put your clothes and everything in the locker, and then you tell them when you're ready, and they come and they wrap you up in a sheet, toga style, and you're covered up. So then you go out and they sit you in your bath, your private bath, which is almost kind of like in a bathroom stall, but it's beautiful, like marble walls and everything. They set you up in there, and then they close the curtain. So you're in a private bath, and you're in there for a while. They come in, they bring you water, and then you leave. They come in and they get you and they bring you to the next stage, which is like a hot towel experience, and again, you're covered up. Then after that's over, you go to the next phase, which is like a steam shower, which I couldn't do. I was really overheated. I don't deal well with heat.
She's a wuss.
I can't handle it. I just can't. So that's where I stopped with the steam and the heat. But you could have done a steam bath, a steam shower, and then do the sitz bath. Then you take a shower. And then you can tip your attendant if you want. And my attendant was very nice, and she tended to everything the whole time. Great service. You leave. After that, you go get changed, and then you leave. You can tip, of course, on your way out. So then I left. So all in all was like 45 minutes to an hour, right? I was in there
Yeah, probably about an hour.
almost an hour. So then I went and got Eric.
Oh, you're
for
shaking
his
the
turn,
camera.
And you were able to get in. With no
Yeah,
problem
I just
right away
walked
again.
right in. So instead of going up a cool elevator, they're like, go through that door over
The
there.
men's area is on the
So-
first floor instead of the second floor.
Yeah, so I just basically walked through a door and there's a couple dudes watching football
The
on an
elevator
iPad.
was really cool, so you really missed out. That was neat.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed I didn't go in the elevator.
You could have
So
said you.
it's
you
sexist.
You could
It's
have said
sexist.
that you.
So anyway, so I go through the door.
It's
The
okay.
guy's like, go through, go into this little booth and throw all your clothes in the locker and take the key. There's a sheet, wrap yourself up in it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really know how to wrap myself up in a sheet. So I kind of put it around me like a towel, just kind of covering up my nipples and hanging down. It was really awkward. I'm like, do I like throw it over my shoulder? How do I do this? I wasn't a frat boy. I didn't go to toga parties or anything like that. So I have no clue how to wrap myself up in a sheet. And it's like a king size sheet, okay? It's not like a twin size. I don't know what to do.
You went boom?
So then you
Okay.
go back into this room and a guy meets you, and so they've got basically all the bathtubs set up. And the guy meets you and takes you in and he says, throw your sheet down on the table over here, like 15 feet away from the bath. I'm like, oh okay, like I guess we're just walking around naked in here, which is basically what you do. So that's like a thing with the guys. It's just a bunch of old naked guys walking around.
It's no big deal. You're
Which,
just naked.
yeah, it's not a big deal, but it's like slightly slightly kind of uncomfortable. So you go in, you get in the bath and all that, you do the bath, and then he says, okay, get out. So then you just get out and walk over and you do what's called the sitz bath, which is like kind of, it almost looks like a toilet that you sit in, and it's supposed to like help your lower back and everything.
I've seen them.
And then he like hands you a towel, and then you walk over to the steam room and he takes the towel from you, and then you just sit in the steam room, which is like kind of crazy. Like it's this room you sit in.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
And the seat is like really hot because the water comes out right below your butt. So it just kind of drains out and steam comes up. You can literally like taste the water. It's so thick in there. So then you go out and he tells you to lay on a table, and he takes your towel from you again. So you're just, you're butt up on this table, butt naked, and he comes over and then he puts a couple towels on like your shoulders and your lower back, and he kind of wraps you up in the sheet after that. So you really don't really use your sheet until the end. And then
You
otherwise,
could have, by the way.
no, he tells you drop it right here. We're getting in the tub. Well, not we, like you. And
Well, that's the other thing. When I was in the tub, she draped a towel over me, so I was covered the whole time. So when
No.
she came
And we didn't have
and
any
opened
curtains.
the curtain, even if somebody happened to be walking by, I would still be decent. If you wanted to be a private person and did, you know, you're still decent.
No,
No, not for Eric.
Yeah, nothing like that. No. So it's like a
fine.
sports locker room,
Yeah,
basically, is what.
It's fine. You just
So,
didn't expect it because you
I
had done
didn't.
quad
I was
the
kind of
other
surprised.
day. And I didn't know to warn him because it was different for me.
Quapaw is like going to the YMCA. There's a locker room where you get changed in, and then you go sit in some pools with people, basically. The other ones, it's like out of some weird locker room where everybody just walks around naked.
The other thing that's worth mentioning about Quapaw is you have to be at least, I think, 14 years old to go in.
I think all of them you have to really be.
So, like, if you have a kid, you have to take
That's
turns.
why we did turns and
That's why we
stuff
took
because
turns, I guess,
of her.
Obviously, we weren't going to put Blythe in a hot bath, but
She actually likes hot tubs. We let her put her feet in it.
her feet.
Yeah.
Just her feet.
If we go to like a pool and they got a hot tub, she loves it. Anyways,
So very different experience.
yeah, a little
but
different.
It's just something you might want to be aware of before you go in there if you're
Yes.
a private, reserved person. So, is it nice, huh?
So yeah, those are kind of the differences between the two. There is actually real difference. Price differences too. The one was $40. Buck staff is $40. Yeah, well, $38. So
you
$40.
can get a 20-minute massage afterwards, but it's only therapeutic, and it's only if there's a massage therapist available when you get out.
And when somebody says therapeutic, that means they suck. Okay.
No, don't say that because that's not true. That's just sometimes.
If somebody's not digging their elbow into me in a massage, it's not a
Eric is
massage.
accustomed to my sister's massage technique, which is she can do deep tissue and she's really good at it, so we're used to that.
So there are other things
We
you can
don't
do.
get
You can add like facials and getting your nails did and all that kind of stuff. I know Quapaw does that. I'm not sure about Buck
You
staff.
can do like
I'm sure they probably do.
treatment, I think, at the Quapaw. So just check out their websites and see what's
Yeah.
for you. The other bathhouses are all something different now. So like we told you, there's
The brewery is one.
There's a art gallery in one of them. There's a
The
really-
actual visitor center for.
yeah, which is like a cool gift shop too. Is
well,
that
one
different, or
no,
is that two
there is
different
one that's a
ones?
gift
the
shop.
visitor center is now like a museum now.
Yes,
it's like a
and you can
national
actually-
park building. You walk in, there's park rangers. That's where Blythe got her park ranger badge for Hot Springs.
Yep, she got her badge.
Listen, hold your hand up.
I am a junior ranger. I will protect the park from danger.
I will protect the park from danger.
I will not pick plants.
I will not pick the ants.
I won't step on ants.
I won't step on ants.
A ranger life is never done,
A ranger life is never done,
but a ranger life sure is fun.
but a ranger life sure is fun.
High five.
Can you give her a high five? Oh, real quick.
High five just
Oh, right. How about one of these high fives and then you get your badge? Oh, okay. Thank you.
and your certificate.
So she's got 2 badges now, junior ranger badges.
Is there a second one? So yeah, it's cool just to check out each of them and what they've done with them. And the visitor center one is really cool because you can go in and see it's still set up how it was.
Which looks a lot like Buck staff.
It actually does look, yeah,
basically.
a lot like Buck staff. I took some pictures in there.
So if you want to cheap out, which is what I would do, my tip, cheap out, go to Quapaw. Just do the $20.
It's not. It's just it's less expensive.
$20. It's half the price of the other ones. So go there, do the regular baths, not the fancy private bath, and then go to the actual national park and like actually see how the old school baths were done.
But if you,
that's my tip. That's what I would do.
Historical version, yeah, buck stuff.
Okay, so we did some hikes as well. There's lots of hiking like right off the bathhouses.
You're just gonna have to include. Guys, she's like.
Welcome to Toddlerhood.
She's at like a sorority party. Hey guys.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey guys. Too much chocolate milk today, huh?
Yeah. So, anyways, we did a hike. There's a bunch of trails. Basically, they all lead right off from the bathhouses. There's other ones like way away over at other places, kind of the park.
All over the top.
But so right from the bathhouses, basically, you can take trails going up, and you can go to what's called the Mountain Tower.
Right here.
Yeah, this is one of kind of the trails, but then there's actual real trails that go up. So the Mountain Tower is really cool. If you're doing any trails, make sure you stop at the Mountain Tower.
Or just drive there, by the way.
You can drive there if you want to be just wuss about it. So otherwise, there's trails that walk right up there. They're really, really uphill. And they're not really stroller friendly. They look like they're stroller friendly when you first hit them.
People kept asking us, did you take the stroller up here?
So it starts off like paved and pretty, kind of almost like how this is all behind me.
Yeah.
And then like 20 feet in, it goes to like loose gravel, stone, rocks.
Like
and
really narrow.
Yeah, and like places where water's kind of gone out.
It's a really nice hike.
Yeah, it's just not stroller friendly.
Just don't bring your stroller. Put your baby in the thing.
Oh, not too big. Not too big. Do it on this side. But on the dropping one. This way.
Your tour guide for the day. Yeah. So,
and don't
anyways,
bring your senior dog.
the Mountain Tower, you get to the Mountain Tower and it's like a big, huge tower on a mountain, hence the name Mountain Tower.
You take an elevator all the way up to the top.
And now it's, if you have a National Parks Pass, make sure to bring it with you because it's $5 to go up a person if you have a park pass, and it's $8 if you don't. So you can save a couple bucks a person if you do have a park pass.
But, and I should say, you can take the stairs if you want. But it's...
Oh, can you take the stairs?
Yeah, I think so. I heard someone talking about how they took the stairs. I saw a staircase.
Oh, I don't know. There is a staircase, but it's like 20 stories or something crazy.
You might want to fact check that.
So it's, yeah. So anyways, it's $5 for the elevator, $8 if you don't have a park pass. And then...
you get to the top, and there's first like a little museum with a view, a panoramic view inside.
Yeah, there's 2 floors once you get to the top. That's the first floor. And then the next floor you go up is just like cable and you're actually outside. It's open.
And it's windy and it's really cool. But either one, you definitely want to stop at both. But the views are amazing.
They're definitely worth it. I'll put in a couple pictures kind of covering up the Turtler right here, maybe right around here.
You can see everything from up there, from miles away.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. I mean, you can see the actual town from there, and then you can see out the other direction where it's just mountains.
The funny thing is, right when Blythe got out there, she looked out and she must have remembered in that moment when you took her to the alligator farm, and she goes, I want to see alligators. And then you got, like, you can see an amusement park, and she wanted to see alligators. It's beautiful.
We did the hike. Coming back from the hike, we kind of got lost.
Yeah. You gotta
which I think you saw on the 3-week video or something like that.
Yeah, if you watched our summary.
So the trails kind of all intercross each other. There's a bunch of trails, and they all intercross, and it's kind of...
You just have to pay attention. If you don't have a toddler and a dog with you, it's probably no big deal.
Yeah.
It's probably easy.
But they all kind of end up usually more the same place. So we just kind of looked at, we had our map with us.
Don't touch that.
And we just kind of went down through and made it back down. It was no big deal. But so the hikes were really cool. Definitely got to check out the Mountain Tower. Yeah. And then there's a lot of stuff just kind of around Hot Springs to check out. There is a state park that we went to that was really neat. And it was on one of the lakes, and it's just gorgeous. Again, Sorry, I don't know what the name was. So we'll put that like right along here. That's definitely worth checking out. It's probably about a half an hour from actual Hot Springs downtown, but a gorgeous park. We went kayaking there, very nice. And then also I went to the aquarium with her, which was kind of, she liked it.
Pet store kind of.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say on the reviews for the place. There's a $1 coupon, so it's $5 to get in.
It's worth it.
Yeah, if you've got little kids, it's worth it. Teenagers, they wouldn't be impressed. I mean, they wouldn't care.
One thing that you didn't do is the Gangster Museum. There's that here.
Yeah, the Gangster Museum's like $15 a person, so I let that one slide.
Then there's like a Star Wars museum, it's like in shops. It's like
there's a shop that has something.
But it doesn't feel like
Blythe.
Niagara Falls, like that kind of stuff, where it's like.
Although there is a wax
not like
museum.
That. No, that's true. There's no Ripley's or any of that. That's true. I forget about that.
But yeah, we went to the alligator farm. The alligator farm was kind of cool. It was pretty inexpensive. You can feed alligators, hold alligators, all that stuff. They've got a couple other animals there too.
And that's right across the street from a really pretty park that we just keep driving by, but we haven't stopped at. But it's a really beautiful park.
And I guess Babe Ruth hit a home run once, and it like landed in the alligator farm, is what they claim. I don't. It's on a sign right by the alligator farm.
Because there's Fogel's Field right behind there, I think.
Yeah, but the alligator farm's been around since 1902.
Yeah,
so it's been a long time.
I kind of wish I didn't miss that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was cool. I mean, we've kind of been to them before, but this one was kind of neat because literally it was like a chain link fence, and alligators are by your feet. Yeah. So it was kind of cool. Like you're really close to them.
There's other animals there too.
Yeah, there's a mountain lion, a couple wolves.
I think you're gonna do a video on that if you didn't already.
Yeah, yeah. One other thing to mention too is, see all these stores all down the row here? They all close at 5. Okay.
So you better
there's
not
like 2 that are open after 5. So if you're trying to get here or come for like nightlife, a lot of the restaurants are open.
Some of them are
but a lot of them are closed certain days, like closed on Tuesdays or whatever. Yeah. But almost all the stores close at like 5. So if you're trying to do shopping, you got to get here before 5. Yeah.
But I guess in summary, good food here.
Great
good
food,
hiking,
dog
great
friendly,
views.
hiking, Quapaws, where to go, $20. Okay. Yeah, check it out, Hot Springs. So do all the YouTube-y stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, comments. Comments really do help. Make sure to give some comments, even if it's like,
comments.
hey,
just
nice
tell us
video.
What you thought of Hot Springs if you came here.
Yeah, that too. Or be like, hey, I didn't like your video.
Or you forgot to check out this place, you fools.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we will see you next time. You want to do your famous?
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.